Okay. Is it working? It appears to be. Ugh. Let's hope the controller is working this time. No. What are you doing? Opciones. Controls. No. What are you doing? Why ain't you working? Is this another thing where I'll have to restart again? Come on. Come on, game. Yeah, I think. Okay, be right back. Technical difficulties. Ugh. Ubisoft presents. Yeah. Come on. I want to play a game. No. There we go. Okay. Continue. Hey. Yes. If I remember correctly, we're saving people.
Out for ledges should you fall.
Yeah, we were saving people. Let's go all the way here and just go on through. We'll be back later, my dude. Huh. Oh, God. Archers. Why you gotta be everywhere? Wait, I want to check. Will it work? It kinda did. I just realized there's a Templar there. There's no way through here. Where am I going?
Die, thief!
And might as well save her.
Kill you with my eyes.
Get your hands off me. Yeah, we get it. Oh my God!
sacrifice.
As they should.
Sam! Where are you? I know you're here somewhere.
Bow, bow, bow. Ba-da-da-da-da.
A few coins, all right.
Move.
I beg of
La colère sera terrible. Je vais t'étriper. Stay away from me!
It's because you came along when you did. Another minute and they'd have made off with me. I'll...
Yeah, vigilantes. Where to next? Let's go over here.
William of Montferrat had a vision. Saw a way to end our pain. It's him we should follow. It's him will lead us to victory. And what do we have to show for it? Graves and widows and orphan sons? King Richard promises a better tomorrow.
Turned away from God, and so he punishes us. Sends
Bevegum!
heathen
Anyone!
Alla Rislik!
Fool. Bigger fool. Biggest fool. You're still a fool.
Thank you. I'll find a way to repay this kindness, I swear it.
Yeah. Vigilantes. Everybody loves them.
Please, I've done nothing wrong. Why are you doing this?
Du bist kein
Thank you.
Ein Diener Gottes.
Oh my god.
I only wish my sons were half as brave as you. I'll see to it that they hear this tale and know what it is to be a true hero.
Yeah. As you should.
There's a murderer loose.
I love how they immediately forget that I saved them. Like, oh my god, there's a murderer around. Who could do such a thing? Yeah, let's go here next, right? Right.
No, you don't understand.
Get
I'm
it,
poor,
thief.
sir. I need
I'll have your hands for that.
I
will have your head. Now run you.
They don't say what they wanted from me, but I saw the darkness in their eyes. Sorry, I have nothing to offer in return for your sacrifice. but I shall see to it that my brothers know you are a friend.
Who would do such an awful thing?
Yeah. Hey, bros.
Need me? I'm
Who
here.
would do such an awful thing?
Ooh. Health bar upgrade. Health bar upgrade. Yeah.
Il n'y a rien à faire ici. Fiche-moi le camp.
How do we get back there?
That must have hurt. This'll teach you not.
Anyone help me!
Lavig!
What have I done wrong? Help me, please!
I will make you bleed!
In the scout.
You can't get away from me!
Hello, fair maiden.
They did not say what they wanted from me, but I saw the darkness in their eyes. Sorry, I have nothing to offer in return for your sacrifice, but I shall see to it that my brothers know you are a friend.
Where are you? I know you're here somewhere.
And this one. Bow, 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 bow.
How you doing? Whoa!
Yeah, let's just climb.
So cruel. What have I done wrong?
You dirty thief! I'll have your hands for that!
Please, someone do something. Let me go, please.
Don't mind me, soldiers.
This'll teach you not to steal.
Please help me. Anyone.
You dirty thief! I'll have your hands for
What
that!
have I done wrong?
You're a dead man!
Suppose I should thank you, though don't think I couldn't have handled them myself. Still, you've done right by me. I'll see to it that the favor is returned.
All citizens were safe within the rich district. Hell yeah. You're welcome.
Is that... Oh, no.
It's forbidden for you to be here.
I am not forbidden anywhere. You cannot deny me.
Today only, I decided to reduce prices on everything. You're not supposed to be here.
Rafik.
Word has spread of your deeds, Altair. It seems you are sincere in your desire to redeem yourself.
I do what I can.
And sometimes you do it well. I assume it is work that reunites us?
Yes. William of Montferrat is my target. What can you tell me of the man himself?
William has been named regent while the king conducts his war. The people see it as a strange choice given the history between Richard and William's son, Conrad. But I think Richard rather clever for it.
Clever how?
Richard and Conrad do not see eye to eye on most matters. Though they are civil enough in public, there are whispers that each intends evil upon the other. And then, there was that business with Akkar's captured Saracens. In its wake, Conrad has returned to Tyre, and Richard has compelled William to remain here as his guest.
You mean his hostage?
Whatever you wish to call it, William's presence here should dissuade Conrad from acting out.
I've never been one for politics.
But surely you realize your every action shapes the course of this land's future. You are a politician too, in your own way.
As you wish. Now where would you suggest I begin my search?
Richard's Citadel, southwest of here. Or rather, the market in front of it. You'll find the Cathedral of the Holy Cross in that direction as well. It's a popular place and should be filled with talkative citizens. Finally, try the border to the west, where the Chain and Hospitaller districts meet. That should start you on your way.
Very well. I won't disturb you further.
It's no trouble at all.
Thank you, bro. You're always so good to me. Now, I guess do that one first, since it's the closest. I love the Assassin's Creed series. I love it so much. But I fell out of touch with it for a while. So that's why I'm playing these games now. Ah. No!
Now wouldn't it be funny if he hurt himself? I was wondering. Move.
Hey, my dude.
Don't kill me! Oh, it's you, Altair. You scared me. Richard's men are after me. 2 of them, to be exact. I was trying to strike a deal with them, but I realized that they were toying with me, so I ran away. You shall be the Angel of Death and collect their heads before they collect mine. When it is done, I shall tell you of the deal.
Hang on a second. Is everything good? The stream was looking wonky for a second. It looks okay now.
Have any money?
Tu as un problème?
He's down the other street. There you are. Woo! I did it!
Do I look like a merchant? No.
Hey, bro.
What a relief it is to know that I am safe. Thank you, Master. I tried to make a deal with the Citadel guards to leave the gates open, even when the alarm sounds. I failed you. So now, your only escape from Richard's Citadel will be to climb the fortress walls. Forgive me.
If the Citadel's gates close, climbing the walls will be the escape. Okay. Okay, then. Merchant Stand Destruction Challenge.
The family's sick and dying. Could you spare a few coins? I need food. I'm so hungry. Just a little money, I beg of you.
Oh, where is this guy? Found you.
Let me your ear for a moment, Altair. William of Montferrat has replaced many of the district's honest merchants with men loyal to his cause. He seeks to weaken faith in King Richard by overcharging honest citizens for poorly crafted goods. These corrupt merchants must be removed. Find their stands and destroy them.
Gonna destroy some stands. Because I'm a jerk face, apparently.
No, please, don't leave like this. Just a few coins, please.
You're the house! You won't get away from me! Jesus! Your life now! Hey! That's it! Time down! I'm gonna beat your shit!
Oh, for fuck's sake. Don't run towards the danger. Ah! No. What is going on with my stream today? Why is it looking all jank ball? Or is that just my side? I don't understand. Sorry everybody, technical difficulties.
Thank you for the help, Altair. It may seem a small thing you've done today, but it's important nonetheless. This bit of paper should prove useful when you finally face William.
Another man in the harbor seems connected to William. Guess this one's the closest one.
Stand firm. Do not give up. Without
Big
our
old.
support, Richard
No
and his
reason.
men...
Hello.
Safety and peace, brother. Although it seems I'll be receiving neither. Serves me right, I suppose. Got a bit careless, and now William sent his bowmen after me. I deal with them myself, but to be honest, I lack the skill. Would you be willing to seek them out and kill them? I might have something useful for you, were you to accept. But be careful not to let them see you.
Stay strong, citizens. Remain fixed in your beliefs. Though the road is long and your trials many, know that God watches over you. It is His hand that guides our warriors to victory. First in Acre, soon in Jaffa.
There we go. Yeah. be seen. I can't be seen. Long day's work. And down we go.
Please, sir, have any money?
No, I do not. I'm sorry.
Thank you, Altair. I can once more move freely through the city. In exchange for your aid, take this map I prepared. It shows where William has stationed his other archers. Most useful should you find yourself inside his fortress.
Acquired map which holds the position of William's archers.
Now they retreat to the south, begging Saladin to save them.
Your investigation is complete. Return to the Bureau to begin your assassination memory. You may also continue to do more investigations if you wish. I do wish. Because I am a completionist.
It is only a matter of time, friends, before all the land is ours once more.
I beg you.
Back again, Altair. Always in need of a hand to do your dirty work. This time, Al-Mualim did not order anything. It is just for my own pleasure that I ask you to find some Masyaf flags I've hidden in Richard's district. Since I am a loyal assassin unlike others, I will tell you what people are saying in Akka. It is important information. But this time, try to come back to me faster than the first time.
What is it that you want?
And I thought I was going.
Why is he doing that? Not allowed to be here. Or leave.
Your hard work is changing my opinion of you. Here is what I know about William of Montferrat. He and Richard had a disagreement before the king left for Jaffa. Since then, William stays in his citadel, surrounded by his army. Do you have what it takes to attack him in this protected environment? We'll see, but I am still doubtful.
William will retreat to the back of his citadel when challenged by King Richard. Ooh. Good information to have, I guess.
I beg of you, sir. I beg of you. Just a few coins, please.
Girl, it ain't happening today. I'm poor too. Weirdly, being an assassin doesn't pay.
And what do we have to show for it? Graves and widows and orphaned sons? King Richard promises a better morrow, unspoiled land and new beginnings, but he's delivered only death. Stand up, friends. Do not allow yourself to be sent to slaughter based on the whims and wishes of an uncertain king. We must rely on men who are stronger in their convictions. Men like William of Montferrat.
Don't worry, buddy. Don't worry about me. I'm just gonna walk behind you. Don't worry, friend. Don't worry, guy.
And our past misdeeds may be forgotten. All we need do is ask. And so I say to you, repent. Lay down before him and confess your sin. He will forgive. Such is his nature. And beg
okay, I'm sorry.
Must, for only when our hearts and minds are cleansed can victory be assured. A plague upon Saladin! A plague upon his people! We came in peace to the Holy Land to spread.
You know what? This counts.
This will not.
Stop! Enough! Enough! What is it you want? Gold? I've a few pieces on me. Take them. Take them and go.
It's not gold I seek, but information.
I know nothing.
You know William. Tell me how to reach him.
It's impossible. He meets with the king.
And when will the king be gone?
Today. But it won't help you. They're sure to argue, and then William will retire to lecture the soldiers. So it always goes. Richard berates William. William berates his men. He won't see you. I already told you. I need to see William. I never said he needs to see me. Then our business is done.
Not yet, I'm afraid. There's one last thing I need from you.
What is it?
Your life.
Oh no!
Be strong. Stand firm. Do not give up.
William will be distracted today by Richard's visit.
To free the Holy Land, we must do all we can.
Bother someone else.
What's that? I've seen someone do that before.
Gonna pick some pockets today. If I could find the way out. No!
The family's sick and dying. Could you spare a few coins?
Are you inside there?
Be gone, beggar.
I ain't no beggar.
Is there a reason for him to do that?
They let you come and go as you please. I thought the fortress was closed to all.
Aye, but William wishes to have repairs completed as soon as possible. It's been to our advantage.
The perfect cover. It's clever.
Anyway, I've finished my report and should deliver it.
For once, it seems things might go our way, and not by accident.
Well, the Bible does say God helps those who help themselves.
Nah, it doesn't, actually. That's from one of Aesop's fables. The Bible says quite the opposite, in fact. Many passages of being patient and faithful and waiting for the Lord to decide if he wishes to assist.
Well, I say we've waited long enough.
You'll hear no argument from me.
Very well. I'm off then.
Ooh, this wall is very pretty. Ooh. A forgotten structure can pose as a potential entrance. What does that mean?
You've no reason to be here. Leave now.
Yes, I do. Yeah.
I will make you
And that's why you don't mess with assassins. I have a job to do, and you got in the way of that. Ooh.
Please be more careful.
No!
Altair, what brings you back so soon?
I've done as asked and armed myself with knowledge.
Speak, and I will judge.
William's host is large and many men call him master, but he's not without enemies. He and King Richard do not see eye to eye.
It's true, they've never been close.
This works to my advantage. Richard's visit has upset him. Once the king has left, William will retreat into his fortress to brood. He'll be distracted. That's when I will strike.
You're sure of this?
As sure as I can be. And if things change, I'll adapt.
Then I give you leave to go. End the life of Montferrat, that we may call this city free.
I'll return when the deed's been done.
Fast forwarding memory to a more recent one.
Strike after William meets with Richard. He'll be distracted by his meeting. Very well. Yes. I was so scared I was gonna miss.
Now they retreat to the south, begging Saladin to save them, but he will not survive, for none can withstand the might of King Richard's army. He is graced by God. Be not afraid. Fear and doubt are the weapons of our enemies. Do not listen to their lies. Their poisonous words meant to sow the
Ooh.
"3,000 souls, William. I was told they would be held as prisoners and used to barter for the release of our men.
The Saracens would not have honored their end of the bargain. You know this to be true. I did you a favor.
Oh, yes. A great favor indeed. Now our enemies will be that much stronger in their convictions. Fight that much harder.
I know our enemy well. They will not be emboldened, but filled with fear.
Tell me, how is it you know the intentions of our enemies so well? You who forsake the field of battle to play at politics.
I did what was right, what was just.
You swore an oath to uphold the work of God, William. But that is not what I see here. No. I see a man who's trampled it.
Your words are most unkind, my liege. I would hope I might have earned your trust by now.
You are Arkle's regent, William, set to rule in my stead. How much more trust is required? Perhaps you'd like my crown.
You missed the point! This is nothing new.
Much as I'd like to waste my day trading words with you, I've a war to fight. We'll have to continue this another time.
Do not let me delay you then, Your Grace. I fear there will be no place for men like him in the New World. Send word that I wish to speak with the troops. We must ensure that everyone is doing their part. Warn them that any negligence will be severely punished. I'm in no mood to be trifled with today.
Yes, my lord.
The rest of you, follow me. Men, gather round. Heed well what I have to say. I am from speaking with the king, and the news is grim. We stand accused of failing in our duties. He does not recognize the value of our contributions to the cause.
For shame!
He knows nothing!
He's wrong! Peace! Peace! Hold your tongues! Aye, he speaks falsely, but his words are not without some merit. To tour these grounds, it is easy to find fault, to see imperfection. I fear we have grown slack and lazy.
Never! We are committed!
Why do you say this? I see the way you train. You lack conviction and focus. You gossip and gamble. Tasks sent to you are left unfulfilled or poorly performed. This ends today. I will not suffer further degradation at his hands. For whether or not you see it, and you should, this is your fault. You've brought shame upon us all. Skill and dedication are what won us Ark, and they will be required to keep it. I have been too lenient, it seems, but no more. You will train harder and more often. If this means missing meals, missing sleep, so be it. And should you fail in these tasks, you will learn the true meaning of discipline. Bring them forward. If I must make examples of some of you to ensure obedience, so be it. The two of you stand accused of whoring and drinking while on duty. What say you to these charges?
My lord, please. We meant no harm by it.
We forgot ourselves. It will not happen again.
No, it won't. Disregard for duty is infectious. It shall be rooted out and destroyed. In this way, we may prevent its spread. Am I understood?
Yes, my lord. Of course, by your command.
Good, good. Return to your posts, filled with a new sense of purpose. Stay strong, stay focused, and we will triumph. Falter, however, and you will join these men. Be sure of it. Dismissed!
Close the gate!
I'm going to be afraid of you.
God damn it. He's trying to sneak up on him.
schemes are at an end.
What do you know of my work?
I know that you are going to murder Richard and claim Acre for your son Conrad.
For Conrad? My son is an arse, unfit to lead his host, let alone a kingdom. And Richard, the Ancien is no better, blinded as he is by faith in the insubstantial. Acre does not belong to either of them.
Then who?
The city belongs to its people.
How can you claim to speak for the citizens? You stole their food, disciplined them without mercy, forced them into service under you.
Everything I did to prepare them for the new world. Stole their food? No. I took possession so that when the lean times came, it might be rationed properly. Look around. My district is without crime, save those committed by you and your ilk. And as for the conscription, they were not being trained to fight. They were being taught the merits of order and discipline. These things are hardly evil.
No matter how noble you believe your intentions, these acts are cruel and cannot continue.
We'll see how sweet they are, the fruits of your labors. You do not free the cities as you believe, but rather damn them. And in the end, you'll have only yourself to blame. You who speak of good intentions.
Oh god. Oh god. No. I guess we have to exit memory. Ugh. Continue, please. Oh my goodness.
Use the action view to gather information.
Hey, my dude.
Altair, what brings you back so soon?
I've done as asked and armed myself with knowledge.
Speak, and I will judge.
William's host is large and many men call him master, but he's not without enemies. He and King Richard do not see eye to eye.
It's true, they've never been close.
This works to my advantage. Richard's visit has upset him. Once the king has left, William will retreat into his fortress to brood. He'll be distracted. That's when I will strike.
You're sure of this?
As sure as I can be. And if things change, I'll adapt.
Then I give you leave to go. End the life of Montferrat, that we may call this city free.
I'll return when the deed's been done.
Fast forwarding memory to a more recent one.
Strike after William meets with Richard, he'll be distracted by his meeting. Yeah, I know. That's not the worst problem. The worst problem is I have to fear him getting anxious and then getting knocked over and then getting trapped in a wall. That's what I have to fear. Wonder if I feel like the only way to fix it is by uninstalling and then installing the game again. But then I'd lose all my progress. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to lose all my progress.
lays upon his people. We came in peace to the Holy Land to spread the message of the Lord.
I wonder who that could be. It's not like we've seen this before.
3,000 souls, William. I was told they would be held as prisoners and used to barter for the release of our men.
The Saracens would not have honored that end of the bargain. You know this to be true. I did you a favor.
Oh, yes. A great favor indeed. Now our enemies will be that much stronger in their convictions. Fight that much harder.
I know our enemy well. They will not be emboldened, but filled with fear.
Tell me, how is it you know the intentions of our enemies so well? You who forsake the field of battle to play at politics.
I did what was right, what was just.
You swore an oath to uphold the work of God, William. But that is not what I see here. No. I see a man who's trampled it.
Your words are most unkind, my liege. I would hope I might have earned your trust by now.
You are Atla's regent, William, set to rule in my stead. How much more trust is required? Perhaps you'd like my crown.
You missed the point! This is nothing new.
Much as I'd like to waste my day trading words with you, I've a war to fight. We'll have to continue this another time.
Do not let me delay you then, Your Grace. I fear there will be no place for men like him in the New World. Send word that I wish to speak with the troops. We must ensure that everyone is doing their part. Warn them that any negligence would be severely punished. I'm in no mood to be trifled with today.
Yes, my lord.
The rest of you, follow me.
Excuse me, pardon me, coming through.
Prévenez-moi si vous l'apercevez.
You'll die for that! Men, gather round. Heed well what I have to say. I have been speaking with the king, and the news is grim. We stand accused of failing in our duties. He does not recognize the value of our contributions to the cause.
For shame!
He knows nothing!
He's wrong! Peace! Peace! Hold your tongue! Aye, he speaks falsely, but his words are not without some merit.
Come on, can I
Tour these grounds,
jump and assassinate him?
To see imperfection. I fear we have grown slack and lazy.
Never! We are committed!
Why do you say this? I see the way you train. You lack conviction and focus. You gossip and gamble. Tasks set to you are left unfulfilled or poorly performed. This ends today. I will not suffer further degradation at his hands. For whether or not you see it, and you should, this is your fault. You've brought shame upon us all. Skill and dedication are what won us up, and they will be required to keep it. I have been too lenient, it seems. But no more. You will train harder, and more often. If this means missing meals, missing sleep, so be it. And should you fail in these tasks, you will learn the true meaning of discipline. Bring them forward. If I must make examples of some of you to ensure obedience, so be it. The two of you stand accused of whoring and drinking while on duty. What say you to these charges?
My lord, please. We meant no harm by it.
We forgot ourselves. It will not happen again.
No, it won't.
No!
Disregard for duty is infectious. It shall be rooted out and destroyed. In this way, we may prevent its spread. Am I understood?
Yes, my lord. Of course, by your command.
Good, good. Return to your posts, filled with a new sense of purpose. Stay strong, stay focused, and we will triumph. Falter, however, and you will join these men. Be sure of it. Dismissed!
Rest now. Your schemes are at an end.
Ow.
What do you know of my work?
I know that you are going to murder Richard and claim Akka for your son Conrad.
For Conrad, my son is an arse, unfit to lead his host, let alone a kingdom. And Richard, the Oncino is no better, blinded as he is by faith in the insubstantial. Acre does not belong to either of them.
Then who?
The city belongs to its people.
How can you claim to speak for the citizens? You stole their food, disciplined them without mercy, forced them into service under you.
Everything I did to prepare them for the new world. Stole their food? No. I took possession so that when the lean times came, it might be rationed properly. Look around. My district is without crime, save those committed by you and your ilk. And as for the conscription, they were not being trained to fight. They were being taught the merits of order and discipline. These things are hardly evil.
No matter how noble you believe your intentions, these acts are cruel and cannot continue.
We'll see how sweet they are, the fruits of your labors. You do not free the cities as you believe, but rather damn them. And in the end, you'll have only yourself to blame. You who speak of good intentions.
What the hell happened?
Jar carriers can easily break your cover.
I have no idea what's happening. Just button mash. I'm just gonna button mash my way out of this. Ow. No. Oh my goodness. I'm just gonna assume the gate is closed.
Don't let him get away!
Please don't die from this height. Oh my god, I went in. Let me through, please. Oh, thank God.
Stop. You must not trespass
No, thank you.
Kill him! Kill the assassin!
How do you know I'm an assassin? I did it! I finally assassinated that guy.
What news?
William of Montferrat is dead, and with him his plans for betrayal.
You've done well keeping Akka from his hands.
But why now, when the Crusaders require unity most? Could have waited.
Waited for what? For Richard to return and discover his schemes? No. It was the perfect time for him to strike.
Strange. I was sure he meant to take Akka for Conrad, yet he claimed this was not his plan.
You cannot trust the words of a snake, which even in death produces venom.
I should discuss this with Al-Mualim.
Yes, my friend. Make haste for Masyaf. I am sure he is eager for news.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one.
Assassination complete. Target has been eliminated. Return to Al-Mualim. Fast forward memory to Masyaf? Absolutely.
Should you enter a fistfight, guards will not enter.
Come, Altair. I would have news of your progress.
I've done as you've asked.
Good, good. I sense your thoughts are elsewhere. Speak your mind.
Each man I'm sent to kill speaks cryptic words to me. Each time I come to you and ask for answers. Each time you give only riddles in exchange, but no more.
Who are you to say no more?
I'm the one who does the killing. If you want it to continue, you'll speak straight with me for once.
Tread carefully, boy. I do not like your tone.
And I do not like your deception.
I have offered you a chance to restore your lost honor.
Not lost. Taken. By you. And then you've sent me to fetch it again like some damn dog.
It seems I'll need to find another. A shame. You showed great potential.
I think if you had another, you'd have sent him long ago. You said the answer to my question would arise when I no longer needed to ask it. So I will not ask. I demand you tell me what binds these men.
What you say is true. These men are connected by a blood oath not unlike our own.
Who are they?
Non nobis, domine non nobis.
Templars.
Now you see the true reach of Robert de Sales.
All of these men, leaders of cities, commanders of armies.
All pledge allegiance to his cause.
Their works are not meant to be viewed on their own, are they? But as a whole, what do they desire?
Conquest. They seek the Holy Land not in the name of God, but for themselves.
What of Richard? Salah ad-Din?
Any who oppose the Templars will be destroyed. Be assured they have the means to accomplish it.
Then they must be stopped.
That is why we do our work, Altair. To ensure a future free of such things.
Why did you hide the truth from me?
That you might pierce the veil yourself. Like any task, knowledge precedes action. Information learned is more valuable than information given. Besides, your recent behavior had not inspired much confidence.
I see.
Altair, your mission has not changed. Merely the context within which you perceive it.
And armed with this knowledge, I might better understand those Templars that remain.
Is there anything else you want to know?
What about the treasure Malik retrieved from Solomon's temple? Robert seemed desperate to have it back.
In time, Altair, all will become clear. Just as the role of the Templars has revealed itself to you, so too will the nature of their treasure. For now, take comfort in the fact that it is not in their hands, but ours.
If this is your desire.
It is. You are restored another rank. Take back your weapon. Use it to bring honor to the Brotherhood. Altair, before you go...
Yes?
How did you know I wouldn't kill you?
Truth be told, Master, I didn't. I took a leap of faith.
Ooh! Yeah, more health. New weapon gain. Extra throwing knives. You can practice in the courtyard. What? Practice throwing knives? I don't want to do that. Thank God, though. I was worried I was going to have to reset over and over again to finally kill that guy. Jerusalem. Outskirts.
Use the scholars you have rescued to pass
Hey, Diablo. Bow. Bow.
Please, don't do that.
Don't do what? Ride a horse near you? Do you have a fear of horses? Please, don't do that. Hey, bros. Ooh, poor district this time.
A few coins. All I ask is for a few coins.
You see what I have to offer. You won't believe your eyes.
No, you don't understand. I have nothing. My family's sick and dying. Could you spare a few coins?
Your presence annoys me.
Don't hurt me, please!
He's
Spend your time teaching filth, blasphemy!
Hey, goodbye.
Stop this, please! You're hurting me! We are the true children of God!
Synchronize! Only 6? What the? Boop. Boop. Boop.
Please, I've done nothing wrong! Why are you spending your time teaching filth, blasphemy? Help! I need help! Please, anyone!
Ooh, it's on top of that, isn't it? Yes, it is.
Curse the Christian king and his army of infidels! They go against the will of God and must be made to pay!
Yeah!
Suffering in their wake.
Badass.
They say it is a crusade! A crusade for what? Ignorance? Violence?
You ever see someone do that before? I have.
We must resist! We must fight them in any way we can!
How do I get up there again?
Be wary, friends! The Shaitan is everywhere! Watching, waiting! He tempts us always!
How do I get up there?
A few coins. All I ask is for a few coins.
Against our enemies, in whatever way you can!
You shouldn't be here.
South comes the English king and his
Oh, I can
infidel
just climb
army.
up here.
They leave horrors in their wake.
Whoops.
Al-Hadin rides to meet him, that these barbarous acts might be avenged. Pray that God, glorious and exalted is he, finds favor with us, that he may grant us victory.
Synchronize.
I stand before you to deliver a warning. Should Richard take Joppa, there will be no stopping him. March on Jerusalem next. We must end this before it has a chance to begin. That city is ours, has always been ours. And it is our duty to defend it until death. The Crusaders must be destroyed.
Help me!
Ooh. If I remember correctly, this one has a bunch of guards around it that make it annoying. Synchronize.
Leave, peasants, before I make it.
Amp. Here next. Ah!
Turn back now.
And that body is just gone. Oh, da, 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 da.
Someone should stop me before he hurts himself.
to synchronize. Yes, look at me. Here.
There's nothing more insidious than one who turns his back on the law. For the law was given to us by God. Glorious and exalted is he. To defy it is to disrespect him. There is no greater evil than this.
Tragedy. But I say, this is an honor. To die in service to God, fighting for what we believe in. There is no greater glory than this. I stand before you to deliver a warning. Should Richard take Jaffa, there will be no stopping him. He will march on Jerusalem next. We must end this before it has a chance to begin. That city is ours, has always been ours. And it is our duty to defend it until
Let me up, please. Thank you. Synchronized.
victory.
And last one's all the way over there. Trust me, I am leaving.
Found the strength to stand in defense of our great civilization.
Ah!
None of us is above temptation. Should they act contrary to the law, no matter how minor it seems, they must be reported. A small crime today leads to large.
I'll have your hand for that.
Why are you doing this to me? I've done nothing.
Ow! Of course it's a tower. Of course.
Strange, I've never seen someone do that before.
Well, now you have.
You shouldn't be here. Be gone.
Don't want to be gone. I want to be Altair.
Infidels die! You cannot reign forever!
Stab! Oh! Okay. I thought you were gonna stab him, but okay. Synchronize! Yeah, all viewpoints scaled within the Port District of Jerusalem. Yeah, let's go here first. Do I dare jump? I do not dare to jump.
Away with you.
I am going away. Far away.
I beg of you. I beg of you just a few. I wonder what...
You will die here. Yeah.
Why are you here?
Thank you. I'll find a way to repay this kindness, I swear it.
You're welcome.
Where's the one who's done this? Where are you? Over here! Where is your life? Kill him! Don't get away from me! You're a dead man. Don't kill
And stop. Hey, girl.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll find a way to repay this kindness, I swear it.
Yeah, 2 out of 8. Better not stay around the sea.
Help me!
This is the Kaplan and Jezza.
Do something!
What?
Have your head! Good you came along when you did. Another minute and they would have made off with me. I owe you my...
I'm so good at protecting the civilians. Like, I am the bomb.com.
Watch yourself. If you value your life.
Just a little money, I beg of you. Why are you doing this? What have I done? Just a little...
Yeah.
Ooh. Hey, girl.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll find a way to repay this kindness, I swear it.
You better.
I'll have your head.
Oh my goodness, you're just annoying. You're not even a threat. You're just annoying. Those are the worst enemies.
We might falter, we might fail.
You can't just kill
Majdudin is here to see that even when this happens, we are returned to a proper course.
what you did.
Confess to him, and he will show mercy.
Is there a reason for this nonsense?
I've done nothing wrong.
Oh my god. Lamp, calm down.
Come back here. Down, infidel!
Yeah, I killed the Templar. I don't... Those guys are coming out of the woodwork, it seems.
You came along when you did. Another minute and they would have made off with you.
13 out of 15. Hell yeah. But it's not just me, right?
No, you don't understand. I have
Leave
nothing.
now and I let you leave.
And plus, I guess I should say...
Please, can't you spare something? I'm poor.
No, I
and
can't.
sick and hungry.
Go away, lady. I'm trying to talk to people watching this right now. Go away, God. But yeah, I was just saying, I'm sorry about all the glitches and stuff. I don't know how to fix that. And second of all, it's not just me, right? Because I swear those Templars are just appearing every time I get into a battle.
Did you see that? This is the Gutman and Jezza.
Down, infidel!
Nothing wrong.
Yeah. I will end your life.
Come on, button mashing.
I thought you came along when you did. Another minute and they would have made off with you. I owe you
You're
my
welcome.
freedom, Stranger.
Yes! I am with you, my friend.
All right, I see them.
Where did he come from?
What do you mean there? Just don't be dumb. You could have lived, sir. You could have lived. But you decided to be like, there. Come on.
You're hurting me.
What? I'll have your head.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll find a way to repay this kindness, I swear it.
Yay, one more. Why are you coming out of the woodwork? Get out. 15 out of 15. Yay, more health. Sorry, just a sec. Sorry, the stream was going all weird for a sec. Like nothing else was going weird, but still.
I've done nothing wrong.
Oh, stab.
Why are you doing this?
Come out.
He's not the last of them. I hope so. Still, best not to take any chances. I'll hurry home. Don't think I'll leave it again anytime soon, either. You've done me a kindness, young man. Be assured, I won't forget it.
All citizens were safe within the port district. Hell yeah. Yay! We saved everyone!
Please, sir, have any money, any food. I'm so hungry. It's going to hurt me.
That man seems to be in a hurry. Come, people! Come see what I've got! The Christian king and his army of infidels! They go against the will of God and must be made to pay! Everywhere they ride.
Safety and peace, Malik.
Word that the city was possessed of either. Why do you trouble me today?
Al-Mualim has marked Majduddin for death. What can you tell me about him?
Salahuddin's absence has left the city without a proper leader, and Majduddin has appointed himself to play the part. Fear and intimidation get him what he wants. He has no true claim to the position.
That ends today.
You speak too readily. This is not some slaver we're discussing. He rules Jerusalem and is well protected because of it. I suggest you plan your attack carefully. Get to better know your prey.
With your help, I will. Where would you have me begin my search?
What's this? You're actually asking for my assistance instead of demanding it. I'm impressed.
Be out with it.
As you wish. Here's where I would look. First, to the southwest near the mosque. After that, head south of here. There are two locations that might interest you. The southernmost church is one, the other is in the streets, near a synagogue.
Thank you for your help, Dari.
Don't foul this, Altair.
Ooh. Okay. This one's technically the closest, right? Escort challenge. Oh. Escort missions. I hate them. No, I want you to jump this way.
Can't you spare something?
No, I cannot.
I'm poor and sick and hungry.
What a fool is going to hurt someone. I know it.
Please, have any money?
Kalabalığın içine karışmayı seviyorum.
Fuck it.
Kimsenin sizi kandırmasına izin vermem. Belki farkında değil.
You guys are douchebags. No, I will not spare you. Not when you're being such a pest.
Altair, I meant to meet a contact nearby, but the guards seem to have it in for me. Every time I leave here, I'm attacked and forced to flee. I'm simply not the fighter I once was. Would you be willing to see me safely to my destination?
Absolutely. Sure, why not? So, how's your day going besides being attacked all the time? Me? I've been charged with assassinating someone. You know.
I'll have your head!
Bother someone else.
Or so. Go away!
Evidence!
Have mercy, please! Get them off of me!
Why did you just run past me?
I'll have your head! You're mine!
You will not get away from me! Save me!
Can we go now? Ugh. Where? Guys aren't even threatening, they're just annoying. Ugh. Should probably go back to the sword. Look at my sassy walk.
I'll have your head!
Oh, will you?
Come back here!
You are annoying. Hurry up. Move it.
Good. I should be safe here. They won't dare spill blood in front of a holy place. In the chaos, I managed to grab this from one of the guards. Perhaps it'll be of use to you.
Acquire map detailing the position of Maj Adin's guards. I think I said that right. I doubt I did, but, you know, whatever. Whatever.
Together, we will succeed.
Did you see the order? He wants us to repair a stage for another execution. Today.
It's the one at the western edge of Solomon's Temple. I was on my way just now.
So much death.
Worried that our true leader might return and bring a measure of justice to this city.
Yes, and not this mockery Majd Addin parades before us.
How? How does something like this happen?
Everyone appointed in Salah ad-Din's stead is met with an untimely end. And now, the position falls to him. He, who was once nothing more than the Emir's scribe.
How convenient. It would not surprise me to learn he was behind these accidents.
Shh! If the guards hear us, we'll be taken for treason. Executed on the very platform we have to repair. Come, let us return to work.
Come on, dude, don't be scared. Acquire map showing the position of Execution Plaza. Okay. I guess that's helpful.
No, you don't understand. I have nothing.
Girl, I do understand. There are plenty of people around here who say the exact same thing.
Push back!
Hey, boy.
You again, Grandmaster. Safety and peace. I'm so glad to see you. In these troubled times, they ask me to prove myself. But I feel so inadequate when I compare myself to you. I must kill 2 of Majd Addin's men without a fight. Could you show me the way? I will be forever grateful, and share a very interesting story with you.
I'm sorry, you're gonna share a story with me? Girl, I love drama. Hell yeah, share that story. See, boy, easy.
What is it that you want?
Leave, peasant, before I make...
What is that man doing?
I'm lost. Where did I go?
Watch carefully those around you.
You ever
Those
see
you
someone do
think
that
you know
before?
so well.
I have.
For none of us is
You
above
shouldn't be here.
temptation.
Be gone.
Being gone.
You are the best the clan has ever seen. Here is my story, Master. I was cleaning the temple steps. I overheard 2 scholars praising how easy it was for them to pass the soldiers guarding the entrance of the execution plaza. If you time your entry properly, they could provide a nice distraction for the guards. But I am sure that with your wisdom, you knew that already.
A few scholars will try to enter the execution area. Assassination memory. It's completed, but it isn't, because I need to know all the information.
More insidious than one who turns his back on the law. For the law was given to us by God. Glorious and exalted is he. To defy it is to disrespect him. And there is no greater evil than this. Majd-Dudin understands. He works to cast out the wicked among us, that we may live righteous lives. There is no harm in naming them. Those among you who defy the law. We are nothing without our faith, without its rules and its direction. To defy it is to defy the one who leads us. Such behavior cannot be allowed.
Yes, go into that alley. I promise you're safe.
That was unwise. You think?
How can one expect to defeat you?
Why won't anyone
Piss off! There we go.
Enough! I still breathe, so you must desire more than just my life. What is it?
You know Majd-Dudin well?
Better than most.
He seems a bit too righteous. Is the law really so important to him?
What do you think?
I think he hides something, and I think you'll tell me what it is.
It's a veil. All of it. Men like me, we are meant to scare, fill the people with fear. The ones he kills, not criminals, but dangerous all the same.
Dangerous to who?
His plans. Their plans. Yes, he speaks of others. Those he works with. Works for, perhaps. I am uncertain. They need the city, though. Controlling it is important to them.
Why?
You'll have to ask him yourself. Attend one of his executions. It's when he's most talkative, addressing the crowd, hands covered in blood.
Then we are done.
Majd-Dudin has decided to rule Jerusalem through fear. I know I'm saying that name incorrect. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Damned archers! We are to launch an assault against one of Majd-Dudin's lieutenants. But we cannot do anything until the rooftops have been cleared. And I have no men to spare. Would you be willing to help? Just make sure they do not see you coming, or we will have to begin again.
He has found his strength to stand in defense of our great civilization.
Oh dear, what did he do?
Curse the Christian king and his army of infidels!
إذا رأيتموه saw what happened here.
It must be made to pay! Everywhere they ride.
I hate you. I hate you so fucking much. I hate you.
A crusade for what? Ignorance? Violence? Madness? We must resist. We must fight them
Hey.
every way we can.
Hey.
Be wary, friends. The Shaitan is everywhere. Watching. Waiting. He tempts us always. Be strong. Strong like Saladin. And take up arms against our enemies. In whatever way you can.
How? Why? You're such a dick, all of you. I'm gonna go to the other one.
He actually managed to escape.
I'm gonna go over here. Because I'm a little diaper baby and I'm getting frustrated.
The English king and his infidel army. They leave
No
horrors
reason
in
for
their
this
wake.
nonsense.
Would also help if people's bodies stopped flying everywhere.
What a fool!
A few coins. All I ask is for a few coins.
Altair, I swear.
God save him. He's gone mad.
No. There we go.
ارحل انتهى الامر.
I am sorry, Ahmad. It came without warning.
My son? They have my son? What is to be done with him?
We did everything we could.
What is to be done with him?
He's to be executed. Today.
No. I won't allow it.
But what can we do? Majduddin will hear no appeals. He says there can be no barter with God's will.
This is not God's will, but madness. I'll go to him myself. Where is he?
He will attend the execution. Perform it even. He enjoys the act. Truly evil man.
We have no time to lose then. Let's go.
Aww. Majduddin is performing an execution today. Oh, I feel bad for that guy. Drop. Never mind, climb back up, because I didn't know those guys were there. I also...
Have any money?
I want
Please,
to
sir,
grab
have any money? Please, can't you spare
more
something?
throwing knives. Thank you.
Must be made to pay. Everywhere they ride, they leave only suffering in their wake. They say it is a crusade. A crusade for what? Ignorant.
Okay. Let's do this again, because we have to.
Oh, my. What is that man doing?
South comes the English king and his infidel army. They leave horrors in their wake. Salah-ad-Din rides to meet him, that these barbarous acts might...
I can't really be seen now. Get out of the way, dude! Seriously.
I'm starting to understand
There we
why
go.
Al-Mualim favors you. I assume you have been sent to deal with Majduddin, yes? Then it might help you to know that he enjoys lecturing his prisoners before executing them. While doing so, he turns his back to the crowd. It would be the perfect moment for you to strike. Now, I must attend to my men. We have our own targets to deal with.
Majduddin turns his back to the crowd during his speeches. Okay. Good to know. Ah! So frustrating. So frustrated.
No, you don't understand. I have nothing.
Yes, I do understand. Literally almost everyone else in the city says the same thing. I sadly understand too much. Let's go here.
Ever see someone do that before?
I think we'll assassinate this guy, and then we'll probably have to call it a night. Oh my god. Fine. Guess I'm walking.
Stop! You must not trespass.
Go to bed. And drop. Thank you.
What news, novice?
I am not a novice.
A man's skill is defined by his actions, not the markings on his robe.
We can trade barbs or do Al-Mualim's work. It's your decision.
Then be out with it.
Jerusalem's regent Majd-ud-Din is holding a public execution not far from here. It's sure to be well guarded, but it's nothing I can't handle. I know what to do.
And that is why you remain a novice in my eyes. You cannot know anything, only suspect. You must expect to be wrong, to have overlooked something. Anticipate, Altair. How many times must I remind you of this?
As you wish. Are we done?
Not quite. There is one more thing. One of the men to be executed is a brother. One of us. Al-Mualim wishes for him to be saved. Do not worry about the actual rescue. My men will take care of that. But you must ensure Majd-ud-Din does not take his life.
I won't give him the chance.
So I hope.
Fast forwarding memory to a more recent one.
Strike Majd-ud-Din during the execution today. He'll be near the western edge of Solomon's Temple. Okay. Altair, I swear.
What's he doing that?
I beg of you. I beg of you just a few coins, please.
What do you want? Turn back now. Come no further.
Ooh. Fancy blue robe.
Silence! I demand silence! People of Jerusalem, hear me well. I stand here today to deliver a warning. There are malcontents among you. They sow the seeds of discontent, hoping to lead you astray. Tell me, is this what you desire? To be mired in deceit and sin? To live your lives in fear? Then you wish to take action? Your devotion pleases me. This evil must be purged. Only then can we hope to be redeemed.
This is not justice!
You've no right to do that! Who do you...
And all of you stand idle, complicit in this crime.
Touch you all! See how the evil of one man spreads to corrupt others? They sought to instill fear and doubt within you, but I will keep you safe. Here now are four filled with sin. The harlot, the thief, the gambler, the heretic. Let God's judgment be brought down upon them all! Temptress! Succubus! Oh. She goes by many names, but her sin remains the same. She turned her back on the teachings, defiled her body to advance her station. Each man she touched, forever stained.
She must pay. This man speaks lies. I am here today not because I lay down with other men, for I did not. He means to murder me because I would not lie down with him.
Even now.
Oh well. I tried to be sneaky, but it wasn't happening. Yeah!
Your work here is finished.
No, no! It had only just begun.
Tell me, what's your part in all of this? Do you intend to defend yourself as the others have and explain away your evil deeds?
The Brotherhood wanted the city. I wanted power. There was an opportunity.
An opportunity to murder innocents.
Not so innocent. Dissident voices cut deep as steel. They disrupt order. In this, I do agree with the Brotherhood.
You'd kill people simply for believing differently than you.
Of course not. I killed them because I could. Because it was fun. Do you know what it feels like to determine another man's fate? And did you see the way the people cheered? The way they feared me? I was like a god. You'd have done the same if you could. Such power.
Once perhaps. But then I learned what becomes of those who lift themselves above others.
And what is that?
Here, let me show you.
Ooh. Got the double stab. Actually, I don't need to fight all of you. Part of me kind of wants to, but, you know. I am getting away now!
I'll get you! Anyone see him? They're here!
God fucking... Altair, I swear to God. I kinda can. There we go. Now you're hiding, Altair. That's how you hide. You don't just hop onto the side thinking that you're hidden. That's not how it works.
Woo! Jerusalem needs a new ruler.
So I have heard.
What's this? No words of wisdom for me? Surely I have failed in some spectacular fashion.
You performed as an assassin should. No more, no less. That you expect praise for merely doing as told, however, troubles me.
It seems everything I do troubles you.
Reflect on that. But do so on your way back to Masyaf. Your work here is done.
I don't think I did a good job with that assassination. I effed it up a lot. I'm a terrible assassin. Assassination complete. Target has been eliminated. Return to Al-Mualim. Saving.
We done already? Get up.
Whatever you say, Doc.
I'm ending the session. I'll be right there. You're sure about this? Yes. No. Everything's Denver. I don't see how he could... Of course. I understand. You're in a lot of trouble, Mr. Miles.
What's his problem?
They're coming for you.
Who's coming for me?
Assassins.
Hey, I had nothing to do with this.
Sounds like they're mounting some kind of rescue attempt. Guess you're more important than you realized.
Man, things just keep getting weirder and weirder around here.
It was bound to happen.
What do you mean?
That little fight your ancestors started during the Third Crusade, it never ended. You're being held by Templars.
Vidic's a Templar?
There's no way you could have known. They hide it so well. But to answer your question, Vidic works for them. We all do. Abstergo is their company.
I thought Templars were old dudes with funny hats who sat around drinking beer and plotting world domination with, like, the lizard people.
No. Except the part about world domination, I guess. Look, Desmond, it's complicated. Half the stuff they say about the Templars comes from crazy tinfoil hat-wearing nut jobs. The other half is misinformation intentionally produced by the Templars themselves.
But they are the bad guys, right?
If there's one thing I've learned since I started working here, it's that there's no such thing. It's all so relative. I guess the best way to explain it is, what they want is good. But the way they're going about it, it's bad. Really bad.
What are they trying to do? Lucy?
Yes.
Miss Stillman, I need to speak with you. Get up here, now!
On my way, Doctor. I'm sorry, Desmond. I have to go. You should turn in for the night. The answers to all of your questions are right in front of you. You just have to know where to look.
Can I talk to you some more before you leave? Please, can I talk to you? Ah!
Please, Desmond. I'm gonna get in trouble if I don't leave. And I can't leave until you're in your room.
Fine. And I think we will save all of that for next time. So I want to thank everyone who came by and watched today. I had a lot of fun. Well, I did have a lot of fun. I did have some frustration because the game was acting glitchy, but I still have fun. I hope all of you had a good time, and I'll see you next time. Be safe, everybody. Bye.